right, man. We started the day off on the slow tip, man. But hey, we got the ball rolling real quick, fast, in a hurry. Appreciate everybody for tapping back in. Goodfellas Sports TV, and we got a little bit NBA news. Now, I was going to talk about Mark Jackson's situation, which Eagle Dollar was talked about. You can look it up. Just put Eagle Dollar in Google and Mark Jackson. I'll say that for the Patreon, man, because that's a Patreon type of video. So, we'll start off with LeBron James and the Lakers. Once J.R. Smith has reached a buyout or is released, or if he's available in trade, the Lakers are going to pursue or try to get J.R. Smith. Now, last time I heard, the Houston Rockets had some interest in J.R. Smith last season. They ended up bringing on Kenneth Faried, and they ended up bringing on what's the old boy name? They brought on Kenneth Faried and Iman Shepherd, excuse me. Okay. And that was the last time I heard about J.R. Smith. He was paid to go home away from the Cavaliers last year. He didn't want to be a part of a losing culture. He's a veteran. He was used to going to the finals with LeBron. And most people think, right in this picture, remember when he messed up game one for LeBron and eventually got them swept, that LeBron wanted nothing to do with J.R. Smith. But if you look in their past, they was at, concerts together, dancing. They was really hangout buddies. So LeBron, one of the things I admire about LeBron James, man, and I really love him off the court, man. I think he's the most black cultural athlete since Muhammad Ali. And one thing I enjoy about him is he put his homies on, man. J.R. Smith probably never would. He probably would have got a shot in the NBA somewhere. But you know what, man? He put his homies on. All his homies is paid. They in high places, and he stayed connected to them. And he never forgot about Akron. So it don't surprise me that he brought J.R. Smith on because they need shooting. And J.R. Smith can shoot and he can defend. So, he made a messed up play, but really people overblew it because at the end of the day, okay, LeBron wouldn't have got swept 2 times in the finals, but they wasn't going to win the series if J.R. Smith made the right play or not. It's no guarantee that if J.R. Smith passed to LeBron was going to hit the shot, or if he would have put a shot up, or Kevin Love would have put a shot up, it's no guarantee that shot would have went in. So if it was a fifth, we all be drunk. So really, he didn't hold no grudges against J.R. Smith, and I know they really, really tight. So, at the end of the day, you put J.R. Smith on the team for whatever, he get on the team for. Probably won't take up a ton of cash, especially if he reaches a buyout to get released. You bring him to L.A., you bring in a Rudy Gay, or you bring in somebody Troy Daniels is a good shooter as well from Phoenix. I don't think a lot of people give him another shine. They think about Nikola Vujovic. They think about Jimmy Butler. They think about bringing back D'Angelo Russell. But I'm not really appalled about J.R. Smith and LeBron, man. They need that type of situation, I think. And I heard Carmelo will eventually be signed over there as well, too. So you probably going to have J.R. Smith or Carmelo coming there to L.A. for the low. That's not really going to hurt the cap and trying to win a championship. So, we'll see what that look like. But it just not going to be bringing in a third star is going to complete this team because you got one injury-prone player, to Anthony Davis and LeBron, who older, going into the 17th year, that easily can be injured. And so you need to fill out a team with depth. Golden State showed that you gotta have depth, no matter how top heavy you is. They was five players, 5 All-Stars in their starting lineup, and they needed all of them pretty much throughout the playoffs, especially with Houston. So it'll be interesting to see how they fill out that team and see if they really are the accidents waiting to happen. But it doesn't surprise me J.R. Smith is going to fall up in the spot. LeBron going to go out with a bang. So it don't surprise me. But also in other news, Kristaps Porziņģis, who had a wild-ass end of the season into the offseason, he asked to be the lead of Knicks. They traded him to the Dallas Mavericks. His contract was up. Dallas will reportedly, I think he's a restricted free agent, but I'll put articles to all these stories in the description as usual. He has said, I think he's a restricted free agent, but they're going to max him out, $158 million deal. He going to get the max from the Dallas Mavericks. And is it a smart deal? I'm going to tell you this, man. He's another one of these fragile guys as far as his frame and just his injury history. He needs to really hit the weight room. Now, a lot of NBA players, I remember Allen Iverson was like that. They didn't lift weights because they felt that the muscle change or the muscle mass they would put on would mess up their shot. And LeVar Ball said something very, very smart I think it was on either FS1 or First Take, Undisputed First Take. I think it might have been First Take. He said, Jello lift heavy, but you lift heavy, you got to keep shooting. You constantly got to shoot so your shot don't get messed up by that muscle mass. But I don't care. They need to put on more. Him, Anthony Davis need to be in the weight room. Your shot's still gonna be there if you keep practicing it. But their durability, resistant bands, and all Pilates and yoga, whatever they doing, nah, man, you need to put on some real fucking weight, especially in your lower body, man. You need to be able to be a man out there. Remember Kevin Willis and the Davis boys? Man, them boys was yoked. Especially Kevin Willis. He from Detroit too. Shout out to Kevin Willis, man. Old vet. But it's not only a risk from the standpoint of his injury history, is that reportedly he got jumped over in his country. They jumped him. There's a video of it. I did a video on it. He got jumped in his home country. So he got that going, and then he facing that little alleged case. That touch me, tease me. He been keeping his hands to himself, and some of those, some of that talk kind of got a little bit, I heard some rumors where he basically was calling her a black bee, and like, dude, like that whole story was twisted. So I don't know how that's going. I know she was trying to extort him. At least his team was saying, to get money, and it happened in a apartment complex or their condo complex. So he bring a lot of baggage, and on top of that, Kendrick Perkins just recently, I don't know how recent it was, he said that Kristaps Porziņģis was a diva to the max, and he ain't really never been a fan of him. And a lot of times foreign players get a pass. They act like, we act like they supposed to have this vanilla, bland personality, and they ain't flamboyant just because they not from here or speak the English. They supposed to be these nice guys because they half-ass know the English language sometimes. But like I said before, he ain't no saint. That's a big risk with Mark Cuban paying Kristaps Porziņģis, but trading for him was a big risk. But the bigger risk was, his history, man. That history, the baggage he brings from everything I just said. But hey, him and Luka, I think is worth it. And Luka is a load management player too, man. His body started to break down, but I guess Kristaps Porziņģis didn't want to be in New York no more. I guess he was tired of how the team was being run and James Dolan. And pretty much they got rid of Kristaps Porziņģis. I hope I ain't said Luka. They got rid of Kristaps Porziņģis, and now I heard Dave East talking about he want to try out for the Knicks, man. Yeah, he used to be a hooper with KD and them, and then he started rapping. But I don't know how true that is. TMZ Sports reporting that, but yeah, the Knicks really got nothing. But the Dallas Mavericks taking the role because Luka, he has some injury problems, and then Kristaps Porziņģis has some injury problems. So around them, you got to put durable players around here that can play. But playing 82 games ain't fashionable no more, no way. These dudes take nights in, night off. They got more PTO days than anything in the NBA these days. But Porziņģis' game is dope, man. I remember he gave Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins bucket. I think he gave them like 44 points a couple seasons ago. But there's no denying the talent. He possibly could be a once-in-a-generational Dirk-ish type of player, man. And if he can be a Dirk-ish, Nowitzki-ish type of player, I think it's worth the risk, man. And Mark Cuban love his Caucasian type players, man. He said they stay smarter than the NBA black players. And he another one, man. Him and Jerry Jones are birds of a feather that flocking together, man. And you can't tell me no different. But hey, it is what it is. J.R. Smith expected to be with the Lakers. Shout out to him. And getting back with Brown. Hopefully they don't have another one of these moments. We probably know it won't be versus Golden State this year. With Klay Thompson probably not coming back till probably the end of next year, if they let him, the end of next year's season. And then you got Kristaps Porziņģis gonna get a max deal from the Dallas Mavericks. His talent say he worth it, but all the baggage and injury-prone history, I'm not 100% sure it's the smartest move. It's not a shoe-in, but they got Luka and they got Kristaps, and I heard they may be trying to bring in Al Horford over there. So the Mavericks trying to make a push in the playoffs. So we'll see what is really hitting for Dallas next year. But we know the Lakers probably gonna have Carmelo, J.R. Smith on some cheap contracts, and they gonna try to put something together, But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for tapping in with your boy. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Don't forget to check out our Patreon if you want to make a donation. Want to know where the intro instrumental link come from? All those links are in the description, man. And I appreciate everybody that share the video. It's the best donation you can make. It share. But it's Goodfellas Sports TV. One time for the one time.